Yeah, hello everyone. This is Judith with another video, Twin Flame Essentials. Yeah, today I want to talk a little bit about how important it is that you really come to realize and to know the depth of who you really are. And this happens over time, right? It is something that your awareness is certainly been brought to this topic already, and you already know that you are a being of light, that you are your higher self, right? Um, you are energy, and or you are your soul, right? And that this part of you, this soul, is much bigger than the part that is incarnated in your body. That is the smaller part, right? And so when we incarnate, we get confused a little bit, right? Not only a little bit, a great deal. We lose contact with who we really are. And the whole twin flame journey is about rediscovering who we really are. And this happens little by little, right? And also that we discover that we are not separate. Not only are we not separate from our twin flame, right, who is a reflection of us, but we are in truth not separate from anything, really. Everything that we experience is connected to us. And of course, we are also not separate from our higher selves. We're not separate from our soul. And that's all, that can be all very confusing. So what is this awareness? What is this epiphany that you are so connected, that you are so powerful? Well, this is a feeling, right? And the feeling is kind of that you come to the realization that you are good, in fact, that you are good and that you deserve good things. It's a lot about this inner peace, and it's also a lot has to do with knowing that we are worthy. And that's something that we struggle with a lot, right? So um, the way that I discovered this was, in fact, that I was put in the pressure cooker pretty much by the divine, right? And my issues were in my face. And I believe that this is the same for you. And sometimes those issues are presented to us by our twin flames, sometimes by other players. But then when you're really in the pressure cooker, you need to address your issues. Not always. I've been in those places before in my life, and I have then not had the tools to really resolve the energy, to really release the energy and transform the energy that was stuck within my system and also within my cells. As you know, there are many layers and everything is multidimensional. So there are various aspects and also various layers to all the energies, the critical things that are stuck in our system. Yeah, and to release this is really doing something. It's really it was for me in the sense that this was really like bringing the relaxation that I was always looking for, but could not achieve by doing affirmations or whatever. You've heard this before. You've heard me say this before, that affirmations are great, but if you still have other programs running the show, then that is not doing anything for you, right? Once you have like resolved something, and then it helps to solidify that, in fact. So for this, affirmations are great, really, to keep you going in the direction you want, right? To keep you like going towards your desires. So yeah, it's complex, and it also is very easy, because in fact this inner peace belongs to us. It's not something that we have to build or to earn or whatever. It's already there. It's only that we have to move some things to rediscover that, and to find that. And that is where I can help you, right? Because I know exactly how to release the energies and how to transform them, and also how to pinpoint what needs to be transformed and on what level. For example, if this has to do with your ancestry, or with whether this has to do with a trauma in this lifetime, or maybe it's about a past life or whatever. So there are also some of us, many of us in fact, have taken on issues for the collective, and if we heal this within ourselves, then we make it easier for other people to release those issues as well. It's not only about releasing, it's a lot about releasing, right? And as I said, if you are in the pressure cooker and you feel you have things that are presented to you right now, you're in the middle maybe of confusion, of fear, whatever it is, reach out. The email address is in the description box, and I will let you know my offers. So yeah, and it's not only about that, right? It's also about our attitude. What attitude do we have on the twin flame journey? So I was talking about peace, about this inner peace, about this relaxation, and the knowing that we are good in our core, right? And that's true for everyone, really. That at the core we are good, uh, and that's so much relief, right? To know that we deserve all of those good things. Um, in fact, we are often, of course, we have our own issues, right, that are in the way. But then once we have resolved a great deal, we suddenly realize not everything that we feel is our stuff. There are things that are seeping in, right? And they are seeping in, and you would maybe have discovered, or you've realized maybe, that a great deal of of feelings comes from your twin flame, right? That they are like it's an exchange, right? If they avoid certain feelings, then they would push those things toward you, and then you would have to deal with that. But you don't have to do that. In fact, it's not very useful within the union to do that, because we need to resolve our issues. Each of the twins has to resolve the own issues. So if we are feeling those feelings for them, they are not getting to realize, or they are not like seeing their issues. So that's something where it is really useful to cut the cords, to ask Archangel Michael to cut the negative cords, and to gently ask those energies to go back to your twin. And also, of course, with other people, right? Where people sometimes they want to put their feelings. Everything is very often projection, right? And people, you are projecting as well, right? Or we are projecting, but we are more aware maybe than other people sometimes. And many people, when they have a lot of tension, or they have a lot of fear, a lot of stress, and then you get to feel that, and you believe that this is your stress. But really, you can leave those people to their choices, as I always say. Just leave them to their choices. If they choose fear, if they have great stress going on, well, that's their issue. And you want to always come back to that choice of love and peace. It's a ride, right? It's not something that you resolve once and for all. It's you're constantly moving on the journey, and this is in fact like the mastery that we have to gain, because when you are able like to have this discernment and to balance your energy, then you are able to stay in a higher vibration or in a high vibration, and this high vibration is where you meet your twin flame, in fact, right? So yeah, I very much hope that this was helpful, and that's all for today. I see you in the next video, and yeah, bye for now, everyone. Take care.